All right, good morning, my lovely students. Hope you guys are just doing fine. Today it will be a participation class. Okay. Um, we will continue what we started yesterday regarding the writing section from our unit, which is Unit 7, Wild World. Today, we are going to have a quick revision regarding what we took yesterday about the information that I provided you with. And then we will do the exercises from your students and workbook. So please, if you guys want to answer, just raise your hands. Tamam? So let us start our quick revision and then we will proceed with solving the exercises. For the meantime, I'll share with you the PowerPoint in order to have our revision. All right, so who can tell me what is the title of our lesson, of our writing lesson? Let me see here. Yalla, I want to see hands. Vicky, start, yeah, Vicky. Vicky?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, what's the title?
How to write a story.
How to write a story. So we, in this lesson, we are going to write a story. We are going to write a story. So let's write a story. We said that, thank you, Vicky. We said that we have 5
Welcome,
elements.
teacher.
All right. We said that we have elements of the story. What are the elements of the story? What are the elements of the story? And I'll have Zainan here.
Characters, plot,
Yes.
settings, conflict, and something which I forgot.
Resolution.
Resolution.
Yes, resolution. Amr, please, in your turn, Habibi, because I'm taking marks. Tamam? All right. Thank you, dear. Thank you, Zena. Yes. So we have setting, plot, characters, conflict, and the resolution. Thank you, Zena. We said something about the word sequence. Who can tell me what is the meaning of sequence? And here, ya Farah.
A sequence is the order in which events happen.
And عليك. So you have to put your events, okay, in the story in a certain sequence, in a certain order. Thank you, Farruh. All right, another question in here. What are the words that we use in order to make a sequence for our events? What are the words that are used? Let me see hands. يلا. Yes, يا نور. نور الور. يلا يا نور.
First, then, at last.
Yes, what else?
First, next, then, after that, finally.
Yes, thank you. Who can provide me with others? Here we have a couple more. Yeah, Yusuf.
Meanwhile, before, once, at first, earlier, second.
Thank you, dear. Okay, and I give you the definition of the word meanwhile. It may have another meaning. Meanwhile, في الوقت الحالي.
At
All
the
right.
same time.
يعني عليك at the same time or in this moment, in this minute, right?
Yes.
Okay, dears. All right. Let's have another question. I explained yesterday the word descriptive vocabulary. So, what is the meaning, ya Juman, of the descriptive vocabulary?
They are words that describe the story and give it more drama. And
Yes.
yes,
Yes. Continue, dear.
and it gives the reader more information about what happened.
يعني عليكي. Okay, this information regarding what يا جوان? Regarding what? Regarding who?
regarding the characters of the story.
The characters, regarding the setting, maybe the places, the time, the things, right? The actions that happen in the story.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, teacher. Yes, thank you, dear. Okay. We said that we have a couple of useful expressions in order to talk about seeing, the ways of seeing or looking at something. So who can tell me a couple of these words or phrases? Let's see a couple of these. Yeah, Jessica Salman.
Magic,
مربل.
Morabel,
No. This one. Ways of seeing. Ways of seeing or looking at something.
okay,
Yes,
okay. Catch a glimpse of,
a
catch
glimpse,
some eyes,
glimpse,
glimpse,
glimpse. Yes.
gaze at, glance at,
Okay, حبيبتي. When I read something, you repeat it. Gaze at,
gaze as,
uh-huh. Glance
make
at,
out,
uh-huh.
make out, say note, absorb,
Notice,
not,
notice.
notice,
Mhm.
stare at, escape, stall,
Okay,
wonder.
okay. Thank you, dear. Thank you. And we talked about ways of walking. Ways of walking, يا عامر.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Creep,
Mhm.
limp, وmarch.
March and the other, okay, here, column,
Skip, stroll,
stroll,
wander.
and wander, not wonder, wonder, okay, it means another thing. Wander, it means إنه إيش يتنزه أو يتجول. Thank you, عامر. Thank you, dears. All right, let's go to the here, okay. So I believe now we are done with our revision. Let's go to our student books in order to start solving our exercises. So let me share you the book page, and if it's not clear from here, you guys can open your books to page 91 in order to follow up with me. And please, the one who wants to answer, just raise your hand. You are in the writing section. This is the learning focus we already talked about. So let's go to exercise number 1 and I will have, let me see hands. يلا المفروض إنه الكل حله and you guys are all ready. Let us start again from the beginning and I'll have Zena read the instruction, yeah, Zena, and then start doing number 1.
Match each phrases from 1 through 5 to a phrase A through E with a similar meaning. At first, at last, a few minutes later, at that moment, at the same time. Meanwhile, just then, in the beginning, in the end, after a while. At first, in the beginning, see.
Which is C in the beginning. Let's see. Yes, dear, thank you. Number 1, I'll have Yusuf. يلا يا يوسف.
Yes, teacher. At last, شو اسمه? In the end.
And
D.
the end, which is
D.
D. Thank you, dear. Number 3, Farah.
A few minutes later, B, just then.
Just then, let me see.
No, teacher, it's after a while.
Okay, let's see. All right, it's after a while. Thank you, Farah. Noor.
At the moment, it is A. Meanwhile,
It is A, meanwhile. What do you think?
just then.
Thank you. And the last one is meanwhile. Okay, it's at the same time. At the same time, it means meanwhile. All right. Do you guys have any question or should we proceed?
Proceed.
No, teacher.
Let's go to exercise B. And I'll have, let me see new hands in here. Juan, go ahead, yeah, Juan, read the instruction and start with number 1.
Read the writing task below and then tick the things you have to do. Teacher, do I read the...
Yes, sure.
Okay. We are an English-speaking magazine and we are looking for stories about interesting or unusual places. Begin your story with this sentence. He couldn't wait to get off the boat.
Okay,
One.
wait here. Okay. Let us read what is in the box one more time. We are an English-speaking magazine and we are looking for stories about interesting or unusual places. So we are talking about places that are interesting or unusual. What do they want from us? They want from us to start our story with this sentence. Okay, begin your story with this sentence. Look at the sentence. Let's look at the sentence together in order to know how to answer our questions in here. He couldn't wait to get off the boat. So here, what are the stuff or the information that we have? Here we have he. So we are talking about
A male.
what? Yes, about a male. Thank you, dear. He couldn't wait to get off the boat. And here we also have a boat. Okay, so we can imagine. Okay, who can tell me what can we imagine? Okay, what is, okay, the story will be about? Who can tell me? Juan, do you have any idea, dear?
Yes, teacher. Maybe he was fishing or something,
Maybe.
and then he got off the boat.
All right, maybe. Okay. Who has another idea regarding the information that we have? Yes, Yazena.
Maybe this man he loves to adventure
To have
to discover
adventures.
something
Yes.
new. So he decided to go and to discover something new, and he used his boat. Maybe this boat was white or brown.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. Who has another idea? Amir, do you have another idea?
No, teacher.
No. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go to back to the exercise and see. Juan, number 1.
Write a story about a boy or a man. It's true.
Okay, so we can tick this one, right? Because
Yes.
yes, because in our sentence, okay, it was about he. So here we know that we have a boy or a man, a male person. Okay, yes. Okay, number two. I'll go to. Let me see here. Yes, yeah, Noor.
Describe the boat in details. No, I
No,
don't think
because
so.
we do not care about the boat itself, right?
Yes,
We
teacher.
do not care about the boat. Yes, thank you. Vicky, number 3. Vicky?
بس تحط عندها إكس هاي الثانية.
Yes, X الثاني. Yes. I believe that there's something wrong with her mic. Mhanna, would you like to answer? Mhanna? Yes, okay. Number 3.
X. No.
X, okay. Can you read it for me?
Yes. Narrate an event the hero was not looking forward to at all.
At all, narrate an event the hero. Why did we put X? Because here wasn't looking forward. So okay, here it doesn't have any sense, or it doesn't make any sense regarding our sentence in here. Thank you, Yamhanna. So it's wrong. And the last one, Laith.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, go ahead.
Use the words given exactly as they appear true.
As they appear, use the words as they appear exactly. Yes, they are true. And let's check our answers in here. Yes, they are correct. Thank you, dears. Let's go to exercise C. And it's an interesting exercise because it shows us regarding the sequence words that we need to use for every paragraph from 1 to 5. All right, let's start, and I'll have, let me see in here, I want a new hands. It's a participation class. Farah, Helena, Zena, Noor, Yusuf, I want new hands in here. Okay. Same students. Marianne. Yalla. Start, ya Marianne. Read the instruction and start the paragraph. Yalla, حبوبتي.
Read the example story and circle the correct words. He couldn't wait to get off the boat.
Marianne, please. Okay, slowly and raise your voice, حبوبتي. Yeah.
He couldn't wait to get off the boat. After several hours journey and lifetime of waiting, he was almost there.
Okay, continue.
أجاوب ولا أكمل
Yes.
At first, Simon hadn't been able to make out exactly what was ahead, but as the boat got nearer, he realized it was a volcano he was looking at.
Yes, he realized, so it means he recognized. All right, let's see. At first, because it is the beginning of our story. So he couldn't wait to get off the boat. So, okay, he is in an excitement mood. Okay, and he had several hours of the journey of his lifetime and the lifetime of waiting. So he has been waiting for this journey for his lifetime. He was almost there. Okay, he reached the destination, the location he wanted. Okay, at first, because it is the beginning of our paragraph, or it is the beginning paragraph, Simon hadn't been able to make out exactly what was ahead, but as the boat got nearer, so okay, from far he didn't know what he is going to, but when the boat got nearer, اقترب أكثر, he realized it was the volcano he was looking at. So he realized, he recognized, تعرف على انه the thing in front of him was a volcano. Thank you. Let's go to paragraph number 2, and I'll have, let me see here, do we have new hands in here? Let me see. Amr Juan. Okay, let's go to Noor. يلا يا نور.
10 minutes later, the boat docked at a small harbor and he went ashore. He stood still for a moment and looked around him, enjoying the strange atmosphere. Then he walked forward, growing more and more excited.
Thank you. So, okay, after he reached his destination, okay, did he wait 2 months?
No, 10 minutes.
Yes, 10 minutes later, okay, because I can say 2 months later, oh my God, he stayed in the boat for 2 months. That's impossible, right? So we say 10 minutes later, the boat docked at a small harbor. What's the meaning of harbor, guys? يلا شاركوا.
زي المرفأ أو الميناء.
Yes, thank you. Ashore.
اللي هو زي
الشاطئ. نعم, yes, الشاطئ. He stood still for a moment. So, okay, he stood there for a moment and looked around him. Okay, that there is, okay, something strange is happening. Enjoying the strange atmosphere. What's the meaning of atmosphere?
المناخ الجوي.
يعني.
Yes, اللي هي الجو العام. هون بتيجي المعنى. Yes, okay, and it was strange. كان إشي غريب عليه. Then he walked forwards. He started to walk, okay, growing more and more excited. And he was excited, okay, he was getting excited more and more. Thank you, guys. Let's go to paragraph number 3 here, and I'll have, let me see. Do you have new hands in here? Not really, huh? Okay, Amr.
Yes, teacher, بس ما كان بيعلم.
It's okay. Go ahead, dear.
3, right?
Yes.
Then one day, before long, he found a path and strolled up it. The volcano's landscape fascinated him as he got closer to its peak. There was also hot steam pouring from little cracks in the lava.
Yeah, Alec, thank you. So he didn't also wait for one more day, okay? Before long, okay? Before long, he found a path. What's the meaning of path, guys? يلا.
طريق.
طريق.
A
طريق.
way, yes, a way, and strolled up. I gave you the meaning of strolled up yesterday.
Wander.
Strolled
means
اللي هي إيش؟
walked on.
Yes, اللي هي wander or walked along اللي هي بالعربي معناها يتنزه أو يتجول. Yes, thank you, dears. The volcano's landscape fascinated. What's the meaning of fascinated?
Exciting or amazing.
Excited him. Yes, amazed him. Okay, إنه حطه بموضع إنه إيش؟ إنه هو يكون منبهر. منبهر. Yes, thank you. As he got closer to its peak. What's the meaning of peak?
القمة.
القمة.
And in English it's the top, right?
Top.
Yes, thank you, يا فروح. There was also hot steam. What's the meaning of hot steam?
بخار.
بخار ساخن.
بخار.
بخار إيش ماله؟
ساخن.
hot ساخن. pouring from little cracks in the lava.
ينصب.
Yes, okay, from pouring from إنه هو okay بيطلع يتسلق هنا أجا okay أو بينصب okay from little cracks. إيش الكراكس؟
زي تشققات صغيرة.
شقوق. التشققات يا عيني عليكم in the lava من البركان أو الحمم البركانية. Yes, dears, let's go to number 4. Let's go to number 4 and I'll have here, let me see, do we have new hands? ريمي مخامرة. يلا يا ريمي.
Miss Mice.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, wait يا ريمي, let me see who said Miss Mice.
عامر.
Yes يا عامر.
بس انت عم تاخذي علامات على المشاركة.
Yes, sure.
خلاص تمام.
Okay, yes يا ريمي.
Just then, Simon glanced up. Steam was rising up in front of him. He had reached the crater.
The crater.
What is it?
Crater.
He had reached the crater. Twisting round for his camera, he caught a glimpse of the sun. It was sitting behind the cliffs in the distance.
Thank you, dear. All right, let's go back to it. Just then, okay, Simon glanced up. What is the meaning of glanced up as I gave it to you?
He looked up.
He looked, yes.
نظرة
It's a way of
نظرة
looking.
خاطفة.
Yes, it is a way of looking at something. Yes, steam was rising up. Oh my God, البخار عمله بيتصاعد in front of him. He had reached that crater. What's the meaning of a crater?
فوهة البركان.
فوهة
اللي هي
البركان. Yes, it's اللي هي إيش؟
الفوهة تبعت البركان.
Yes, twisting around for his camera. So what is the meaning of this phrase, of this sentence? Twisting around for his camera. He was looking for, he was searching for his camera. He wanted to capture a photo of this thing. It was an amazing thing. It was a strange thing that is happening in front of him. He caught a glimpse of the sun also, okay? He caught a glimpse of the sun. So he looked at the sun. It was sitting behind the cliffs in the distance. And the distance was the meaning of distance?
مسافة.
مسافة. Yes, thank you, dear. Yes, and the last paragraph will be for, let me see hands. We have Natalie in here. Go ahead, dear.
At last, he had seen the famous volcano. He also got the chance to see the most beautiful sunset he had ever seen, and all this on the same day.
Thank you, dear. So here we...
At last.
Yes, thank you. So here we come up to end our story regarding Simon and his adventure. So we have to use one of the sequencing words, okay, that tell us that we had or we got to our conclusion, resolution, all right, النهاية. So I have at last, and after a while, no, I should use at last in the at the end, okay, last but not least. He had seen the famous volcano. He also got a chance to see the most beautiful sunset. He had, what is the meaning of sunset? Yes, الغروب. Yes, thank you. And what is the opposite of sunset?
Sunrise.
Sunrise. Thank you, dears. Yes, that's 100% correct. He had ever seen, and all this on the same day. So he got to see all these things, all this stuff, and he took pictures and he traveled with his boat. Okay, all that in the same day, in one day. Let's check our answers in here, and yes, they are all correct. Thank you, dears. Let's go to the next exercise in here, and it is about true or false regarding our story that we had just read. So read the example story again and choose true or false. Let's see who would like to do number one in here. Let me see. Do we have new hands? Let me see. Farah, Helena, Noor, Vicky, Jessica. Okay, so let's go one more time. يلا I'll have here Yusuf. Go ahead يا يوسف.
Simon or Simon
Yes, okay, Simon or Simone, it's okay.
has been waiting a long time to visit the island. True.
True, thank you. Yes, because we said in the story that it is what the adventure of his time life, right?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, let's go to number two. Who said yes, teacher? Farah, go ahead.
He doesn't know what the volcano is at first. True.
True, thank you, ya Farah, because he said while he is getting closer, okay, closer, my bad, he got introduced to what was in front of him. Thank you, ya Farruh. Number three, and I'll have Jessica in here. Jessica? Yes, teacher.
He is used to atmosphere like the one on the island. True.
Okay, look at this sentence. He is used to atmospheres like that, okay, or like the one on the island, okay. The meaning of the sentence here, Jessica, and here he is used to. So who, okay, does he know or did he live these atmospheres before?
No, teacher.
No, so here look at the sentence and look back to our story in here when he said there was a strange atmosphere. It was strange. Okay, look here, enjoying the strange, and strange here it comes at the positive or بالأحرى, yes, the antonym meaning of used to atmosphere. So here our answer will be what, ya Jessica?
False.
False. Will be false. Number four, let's have
Teacher,
Amr.
please.
Huh? Amr, go ahead. And Vicky, please mute your mic. Amr?
Yes teacher, yes. المايك ضل يعلق مش عارف ليه.
Okay, it's okay, dear. Go ahead. He finds
the hot steam fascinating. It's true.
Is it? Let's go back to our, okay, paragraph in here. There was also hot steam pouring from the little, okay, cracks in the lava.
False.
False, it's false, okay. It's false. And the last one will be four. Let me see hands in here. Do we have new hands? We have Mhanna. Go ahead, ya Mhanna.
Yes, teacher. Several
Several
narrative tenses
tenses.
have been used. True.
True. Okay, what do I mean by this sentence, يا مهنا? Do you know? Several narrative tenses. Do you know, or should someone else help you? Who knows?
Teacher, help here.
Yes?
In Arabic, yes.
Yes?
تم استخدام العديد من الأزمنة السردية.
السلبية.
روائية.
Teacher, can I?
Yes, go ahead, dears.
It means here that we use the present continuous.
Is it the present continuous or okay? What do I mean by the word narrative?
الناس أجنبيين من اللغة الأم.
إيش يا يوسف؟
مش سب.
الناس اللي هم لغة الأم تبعهم الإنجليش.
Nope. I'm not saying native. It's narrative.
Teacher, can I?
Yes, go ahead, dear.
هنا اللي هو الرواية.
يعني عليكي اللي هو إيش اللي يعني الأسلوب القصصي. The narrative here it came as a story, okay? A storytelling, okay? You told your story, okay, in a narrative way, okay, بشكل قصصي بأسلوب قصصي. استخدمنا الأزمنة اللي عنا بأسلوب قصصي. You got it now, guys?
احكي لك الإنجليزي تبعها.
English, okay, go ahead.
بس اللي هي a spoken or writing account of connected.
Not written or written. Yes.
Events, a story.
Yes. Thank you, dear. Yes, that is correct. So you guys understood now what's the meaning of the narrative in here?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, بأسلوب قصصي. Okay, بأسلوب روائي. Thank you, dears. All right. Let's check our answers first.
Teacher,
Yes.
can I ask you a question?
Yes, sure.
I didn't understand why you put false in number 4.
Number 4. Let's go back to number 4. He finds the hot steam fascinating. Did he find? Okay, let's go back to our here. Okay, what is the thing that he found it fascinating? Let's go here. Let's go to paragraph number 3, the first sentence. Okay, here from the volcanoes. Okay, the volcano's landscape fascinated him as he got closer to its peak. So what was the thing that was fascinating? And here our sentence has stopped. We are, okay, we hear about the steam, the hot steam. It was a new sentence and it doesn't have to do anything regarding the word fascinating. So did you understand now why?
Yes, teacher. Thank you.
So, thank you, dear. All right. You are welcome anytime. All right. Let's go to our next exercise, which is exercise number E or exercise E. Write the correct paragraph number from 1 to 5 next to these descriptions. So we have A, B, C, D, E, and they describe us certain events in our story. And now we have to match them with the numbers of the paragraphs that we talked about in exercise C, I believe, from 1 to 5. So let's start. Who would like to start with number 1 in here? Do we have new hands? Yes, Diala. Go ahead, dear.
Set the scene and describe background details. Paragraph number 2.
Paragraph number 2. Let's see. Yes, dear, that was correct. B. Let's have hands in here. Yes, Yalay.
Teacher, bring the story to an end. Number 5. Paragraph
Number 5. Yes, at last. Thank you, dear. Let's go to C in here, and I'll have. Let me see. Do you have new hands? ديالا مزاهر حلينا ليث one more time يلا يا عامر. عامر You have a serious problem with your mic today, huh? Okay, until you fix it, let's go to Vicky.
Yes, teacher.
See?
Yes, say what the main character saw from the volcano tree.
Look at it. Say what the main character اللي هو Simon, okay? So from the volcano, let's go back to our here and here. Okay?
One teacher.
Oh, okay. Look at the paragraphs with me. Look at the paragraphs, yeah, Vicky with me. Where is the word, okay, from 3 or 4? Where is the word that, okay, gives you the idea that a way of looking at something? Is it strolled up معناها يتنزه or glanced up اللي هي ايش نظرة؟
Glance up.
Okay, so in what paragraph is this? Is this in 3 or 4?
4, teacher.
Okay, so let's go back to our exercise in here. Let's go back. Say what the main character saw. A way of seeing from the volcano. So is it number 3 as you said or number 4?
Number 4.
Let's see if it's correct. Thank you, dear. Let's go to D. And we said that A is number 2. And bring to an end is number 5. All right, let's go to D in here. And I'll have, let me see, do you have new hands in here? Not really, huh? Okay, Yusuf. Yalla ya Yusuf.
Yes, teacher. Begin with the sentence given and introduce the main character. Paragraph number 1.
Yes, it's paragraph number 1 because we our plan yesterday that you have to introduce your main character in order to tell what are you talking about, in order to give us in details and in order to have an introduction مقدمة for our story. Thank you, dear. And the last one, okay, it's number 3, which describe the climb up the volcano, how it started to go up regarding the hot steam, and it reached its peak. It reached its top, its peak. All right, let's go to our next exercise in here, which is exercise F.
بس عادة حل.
Yes, عادي تحل. يلا go ahead.
If you stare or glare at something, you look at
it intensely for a long time. Yes. Okay, but before that, let's read the instruction. Read the exam close up, then complete the definitions with a word or phrase from the useful expressions. So in this exercise, you guys have to use what? You have to use this slide, which is in your books, okay, on page 93, the useful expressions. So everybody, okay, pay attention because we are going to use these useful expressions, these words regarding the ways of seeing or looking at something or the ways of walking in order to solve our exercise. So number 1, it was, as I believe, Amr, right?
لا مهنا.
Oh, yes, as Mhanna said, okay, it's a stare or a glare. It's a way of seeing or looking at something. Thank you. Number 2, and I'll have Farah.
Yes, teacher. If you can make something out, you manage to see it.
يا عين عليكي. يا عين عليكي. Thank you. Number 3. Number 3, and I'll have, let me see, do you have new hands in here? Not really, huh? Layth?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, what?
You creep if you walk with difficulty because of injury. Creep.
Do what?
Creep.
Creep. Okay, what is the meaning of a creep?
يزحف.
Okay, and what is, okay, look at the word which is under it in our useful expressions. Here, dear, okay? Number 2, in here, okay? What is this word?
Limp.
Limp. What is the meaning of limp? Who can tell me?
Teacher, can
يعرج.
I?
يعرج.
Can I tell you?
Okay, يعرج. Okay, تمام. Okay, go back, yeah, Laith, to the sentence in here. If you
Okay.
walk with difficulty because of an injury, أنت okay مصاب، أنت مجروح. So do you creep بتزحف or do you limp بتعرج؟
Limp.
Limp. Thank you, dear. Okay, let's go to number 4. Here, and I'll have, let me see. فرح حنانة. Juan, go ahead, dear.
You catch someone's eye if you attract his or her attention.
يا عيني عليكي. You catch someone's eye. اللي هي ايش؟ بتلفت انتباهه. تلفت انتباهه. Thank you, dear. Number 5. And number 5, and I'll have in here, let me see. All the same students. All, okay, so do not tell me why did I get this mark. Same students every time. Okay, let me see here. I'll have Zena.
Yes, teacher. If you stroll, you walk slowly in a relaxed way.
Let me see. Stroll, yes, thank you. Or wander. So both words are correct. If you stroll, اللي هي يتنزه, or wander, اللي هي يتجول, and they are synonyms, stroll or wander. You walk slowly in a relaxed way. Thank you, dear. And the last one will be 4. Let me see here. يلا 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 يلا. Noor. Go ahead, ya Noor.
If you recognize somebody, his or her face is familiar to you.
Is familiar to you. If you recognize, yes, or if you realize, as we took previously. All right, yes, that was correct. So let's check our answers in here, and yes, they are all correct. Do you guys have any question regarding the exercises from your students book?
No,
Teacher,
thank you.
number 1.
Yes.
Can we say if you gaze or gaze?
Gaze, yes, because yes, if you gaze at something, yes, sure.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Anytime, dear. All right. So with that, we will be done with our exercises from your students' book. I will provide you with the answers for your homework. Okay, please check the rest of them. And if you guys have any question, you can ask me. I will assign you a writing task, okay? But do not worry, I will give you time, maybe until Monday, okay? Maybe until Monday, because I know that you guys have a lot of homework to do and a lot of studying. So I will give you enough time in order to write for me a story such as the sample or the exercises, the samples from the exercises in your student books and your workbooks. All right. So, and if you guys have any difficulty regarding writing it, please ask me. For the meanwhile, I will leave you for your next class. All right.